One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Brings it down on the right side. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, and you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked
the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
This time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about
trying to get behind the defense. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Gain of 2. Second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This quarterback right now is he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Going for 6. To the end zone and is picked off.
Something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into, and if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Syracuse, 7, Missouri.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throws it back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's James. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The offense changing the play. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Syracuse right back at it.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the catch, it's Willis. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly.
He's loose. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And back to the air on second down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, man, another incomplete completion. That's 3 in a row.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Going right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Syracuse 12, Missouri 7.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Syracuse.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Willett. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Turning it on. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Orange. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with a too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back to pass on second down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the left. Finds a seam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Nixon. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Syracuse right back at it.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cuse.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Missouri, 14.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the... his target.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Gets rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Going up top again. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Third down coming up.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal.
On the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. Hauls it in down the sideline. Open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Missouri.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Wants to go up top. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Is successful.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the first half. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Nixon. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He might want another play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's loose down the middle. It's a running room. No one there to stop him. Except the fellow in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. of the drive wants to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Brings up second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making...
Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and
moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them.
Taking it the other way. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that...
Touchdown, Tigers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Now on the option. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
We know this quarterback is dynamic with his running ability, and on the 2-point attempt, he tried to use his legs to get it in, but the defense was there to stop him short.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
Pulls and fires complete. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense. But
wide open spaces. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, tight ends used to line up on the ball and block or release for a couple different routes. Now, you're putting them out wide. You're putting them like this right here in the slot. You're asking them to run corner routes and man-to-man coverage and go win. The tight end position has evolved big time over the years.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to pull his way in. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Willis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. It's now 3rd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Missouri 34, Syracuse 29.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Making side adjustments here. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Orange trying to move the chains on 3rd down as we open the 4th. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game.
Syracuse.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down.
Timeout, Missouri.
New set of downs after the completion. On the option. He'll pitch it. Makes his man miss. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They want that clock to run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
29.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Brings up.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Missouri.
They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
The kicker on for the
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Complete to the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Willis.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep him in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield. It's Nixon. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Hand off from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets it in. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking downfield, it's Horn. The sweet feet buy a little time. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. That's the way this defense wanted to round up the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And they'll take over.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Going for the big play. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. To the air on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got